Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Die Hard. And this movie came out back in 1988, and it stars Bruce Willis, and is about the story of a character named John McClane, who is a cop, and he's from New York, and he goes to visit his wife, and he soon realizes that he is at the wrong place at the wrong time, and things go wrong, and it's just an action movie that's in one location, but they do a lot with that location, and it's a lot of fun, and I really liked this movie. So what do I like about this movie? I like Bruce Willis in this movie. I think he's really good. I do like some of the characters in this movie. I think they're really fun to watch. And the action is a lot of fun in this movie. This movie is rated R, and it's for a reason. And you get nice moments of violence, and it does feel real. And when characters shoot people in this movie, you do feel as though there are consequences to their actions. There are moments in this movie where I do feel as though our main character was a little invincible for a little bit of the movie, like maybe the first 45 minutes. And I'm just gonna say, get this right out of the way. For the first hour of this movie, it doesn't waste any time. It just gets right to the point, and the opening scene is just the plane landing that, and John McClane's on it, and it establishes that he doesn't like going on planes, and the guy sitting next to him says that it gives him a little advice to help get you through it. You go to your apartment, you take your socks and shoes off, you put your feet on the carpet, and you make fists with your toes, or something. I don't remember exactly what he said. I remember the fists with your toes line, and that's about it. And that comes into play later. And when I say later, I don't mean toward the end of the film. I mean like 15 minutes later. Anyways, getting back to John McClane feeling invincible for a while, for like the first hour or so. He did feel a little invincible at first, but as the movie goes along, he gets shot, he cuts himself, he bleeds, and as the movie goes along, you do feel as though the character is vulnerable. Another thing that I liked about this movie is that it plays itself pretty serious, but it's also a very cheesy movie. Like, there's a decent amount of dialogue in this movie that's really cheesy and ridiculous, but it's really funny, and the movie plays it up for comedy, and I thought that worked really well. But it's also serious in many ways, and these two tones don't interfere with each other, which is great. And I like that about the movie. It was a well-balanced film in terms of balancing those two tones. I never felt as if it was all over the place. As for issues that I have with this movie, I would have to say that there are a couple storylines or characters that didn't need to be there. I can't say what they are or who these characters are, because that would kind of dip into spoiler territory. And my other criticism for this movie is that in the second act of the movie, there's about half an hour that is just boring to me. Like, it was just so repetitive, and things weren't really progressing, and it's when right before the FBI get involved in this situation. It's when the LAPD get involved with the situation, and they're just trying to get into the building, and they're being attacked, and that was one of my least favorite parts of the movie, because nothing was progressing, and I didn't feel as though those parts needed to be in the movie all that much, and it just felt like it was wasting a lot of time. And that's something that the first hour of the movie did not do. In the end, Die Hard 1, lots of fun. I enjoyed it. I remember liking it when I was younger. I've only seen it once before, I believe, and I remember liking it. And I still really like this movie. And also, this movie is considered to be the best Christmas movie ever made, and Rewatching it, I'm not sure if I agree with that. I think there are a couple movies that I like better that are Christmas themed, like The Nightmare Before Christmas. I think that movie's great. Overall, lots of fun, very solid movie. If you haven't seen Die Hard, go check it out. And I'm going to give Die Hard a 7 out of 10. Really enjoyed it? Go check it out. So, those are my thoughts on Die Hard. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Die Hard down below. And my social media links, those will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that's going to be for The Hateful Eight. But until I get that up, thank you for watching, and have a great day.